So the players loading in here. We will be getting into our first kickoff momentarily. And let's get right to it. Just Cuz and Sphinx going to go for the initial opening, and it's going to be Sphinx taking on Cohen in a 1v1 here. Gets it over to the wall. Shonex going to be trying to take this off, get it right back into the corner. Cohen stops it, begins trying to travel it up the field, trying to get it out mid to his teammate, and he does get it off the backboard, but a demo onto Just Cuz over from Shonex. And now Sphinx, Shonex given a little bit of room to play with the ball. Cohen falling back, allowing his teammate to take aggression. Just Cuz gets it into the corner, crosses it over. Cohen not quite able to get in front fast enough. Now trying to get a pass over of his own, gets it to Shonex, boomed away. Cuz gonna be turning around on this wall, trying to get with Cone. Cone not quite getting the connection onto the ball there. Shonex takes control, not able to get it on net. Gets it into the corner, Just Cuz intercepts it. Sphinx takes control, and now Cone gonna be looking to dribble this ball up the field. Catches it, tries to get it past Shonex, but Shonex clears it into the corner. Now we're gonna be having the orange side trying to get this ball out. Not quite getting it past Just Cuz there, and now a ball centering mid, gonna be cleared straight into Cone's waiting wheels, and he's trying to get this down, get this over to his teammate, and a missed save there from Shonex is unfortunately going to get Halo their first point on the board here. Just a little bit of an unfortunate read there from him on the jump, and it is going to be a 1-0 lead. A little bit of a sportsmanship coming out there from the blue side, just complimenting each other on the shot. Cuss gonna go up the wall. Ooh, actually decides just to kill it instead. Gonna take the 1v1. Shonex does win the 50, but Cone gonna take control. Goes up, gets it off the air, tries to get it into the corner, and Sphinx not going to allow that aggression. Cuz not quite getting the little short pass he was looking for there to his teammate, but does open up an offensive attack. Sphinx gonna get it up the wall. Cone just gonna fall back. Sphinx takes the 1v1 against Cuss, doesn't win it. Shonex now again on the defense, manages to get it out over in front of the net. Now Sphinx with a beautiful open shot does get it over towards the goal. Cuss isn't quite able to get there for the save, and just like that, it's tied back up. And you can also see a little bit of just the desperation from Shun. He's like, I do not want to save this ball. What do I need to do here to not save this ball for the blue side? And at the end of the day, he just goes, looks to block off the clear, and they get that goal. 3 minutes left. 1-1 now, and Sphinx already getting the ball over in front of the blue net, but Cone to clear it away. Gets it down in front of the orange net now and takes a shot himself, but looking just to grab this boost, see if he can re-aggress. Cuss gonna hit it out over into Sphinx's waiting torso, and it's going to be actually boomed up into the corner. Shonex takes control, gets it onto the wall. Cone going to take possession, gets it back into the corner, gets it out in front of Shonex, and Sphinx with a nice block there onto Cuss's shot. Sphinx lobbing it up for his teammate, but Shonex has no boost, trying just to get something out of this. Eventually gives it up to his teammate, who's sitting at 50. Does manage to get the ball boomed up the field, gives away possession, does manage to get some boost, but going down to 50, Sphinx taking a late return into goal. Cone goes for the aggression, gets demoed by Shone. Now this is a 2v1 as Shonex hits a lob over one, gets it in front of the goal. Cuss has to block this. He hits it over in front of Sphinx, a double block as Sphinx tries to get it on net. Now Shonex trying to get back quickly, not allowing any goals. The ball isn't shot on, and the demo onto Cuss gonna confirm it. Ball going over into Sphinx's waiting wheels, and it's gonna bounce over the top crossbar in front of the goal, cleared away by Cone. Cone gonna start dribbling this up the field, takes it over into the corner, it looks like, Just Cuz trying to just hit a nutty little shot there at the end of his boost. Not quite able to get there. Now it's a counterattack. Ball bouncing over to Sphinx waiting in mid. Ooh, but he actually decides to fall off. Sees the double commit on defense. Tries to just intercept this ball. Grabs the boost. Ball lobbed out to Cuss. Isn't quite able to get it on. Cone trying to keep this alive by lobbing it back over in front of the goal again, but no angles coming out here from the blue side. Tries to get a little backflip into the goal, but luckily for the orange side, they block it right away. And now Sphinx trying to fight against Cuss over here in the mid. Isn't quite able to do it. Cuss looks like he was actually going to go for a little bit of a dribble play. Gets off it. Shonex to boom it over towards the middle. And now Cone has the opportunity to turn, doesn't choose to do it, instead allows Cuss to retake possession. 1-1 with 50 seconds left. Cuss looking to seal it up here, isn't quite able to do it, but passes it back to Cone. Oh, off the top crossbar, so close. And now Sphinx gonna be trying to get some boost, get into the corner, and see if he can secure a goal. It's a bounce down, it's a risky play, but Cone gets it away. 40 seconds left on the clock. Cuss travels it up the field, gets it into the corner, blocks it out over towards mid. Now Sphinx gonna boom it back into the back right corner. We've got Sphinx trying to yet again set up a passing play here to Shown X, and it's going to be Cone to boom it away again. Sphinx grabs that boost, not going to allow any refueling here for the blue side that easily. Gets the ball onto the wall with Cone, and now it's going to be Cuss moving it up the field, gets it into the corner. Just Cuss looking to get the pass out to his teammate, and the interception there from Shown X not going to allow it to come through. 5 seconds left. Sphinx looking to actually get a shot over towards net, but doesn't quite hit the adjustments he needs. It is alive a little bit, but it's going into overtime. 1-1. Sphinx and Just Cuz yet again in the middle. It's actually lobbed towards the orange goal. That's awful for orange, but Shown X, beautiful awareness to get back just in time and save it. Sphinx going to be looking to get this ball up the field. An actual very nice touch there from Cone, but doesn't quite make itself into the net. Now Sphinx once again gets control, but gets off the ball a bit. 50 boost, gives it up to Shown X. And now it's going to be back lobbed in front of the goal, and Shown X, he was expecting a little bit of a clear, but with the miss, it is going to cause him to miss as well. Sphinx going to keep this offense up. We're 35 seconds into overtime. We could be seeing it get sealed up very quickly if Sphinx gets this boom over towards the center. He does actually get the ball over Cone, but Just Cuz is already there to save it away. It is bouncing in front of this net yet again, and an attempted save there from Cone almost goes off, but it is actually going to be an open net for the blue side. They're not able to take control just yet, and this is a scramble for the ball. They're getting it over into the corner. Cone looking to get a passing play down towards the net, and Shown X is not going to allow that. Takes his Fennec, gets the ball on it, tries to get it up the field, does get it into the corner, but with 0 boost, it's going to be Cuss to get it away. Gets it back over into that corner to Sphinx, and he's going to try to get it back in front of the net. Nobody quite able to win out in the corners, and it's these low boost battles, and a touch from Cuss to hit it over into the mid. And Shown X, he gets it directly over the opposing blue forces. You can see it bounces. Cone tries to jump up for it. Cuss tries to jump up for it, and they're not able to do it. It sinks straight into the net, and that's Wet taking the first point here of the best of 5. Going up 1-0 in the series, but what a close first game. Definitely closer than any of the ones we've had so far this week. I think that's the first time we've seen overtime. We might have seen it once other times this week, if I could speak, but it is a close match going on here, and Wet is definitely going to be feeling good after winning that first one. So we're going to be loading in here to game 2. Wet going to be up 1-0 in the series, looking to make it 2-0, while Halo looks to tie it right back up. Just Cuz and Sphinx going to go for it again. Seems like these two are the designated ball boys in the middle. Cone has to make this save, and he does. Shown X a nice shot to open it up, and now Sphinx trying to capitalize off this aggression. Cone yet again clearing it away, and now we're going to have a scramble over in this corner. Sphinx trying to judge what's going to go on here. Gives it up for Shown X a bit, but a little bit of confusion. Cuss with no actual boost in the corner. Does end up winning out the back right boost, but it is going to be a play from Cone. Gets it centered over into the top left. Nobody able to secure it in, though, for the blue side, and it's still up at 2 goose eggs up on the scoreboard. Cone bounces it out past 1, but actually Sphinx reads it, does manage to get a hit away over into the mid, and now it's up on the front right wall. Shown X going to take control, get it over towards this corner, isn't quite sure what he wants to do with it yet with only 12 boost, and it's going to be Sphinx to keep the offense alive. It gets bounced back over in front of the net, and that's an open shot for Sphinx, and is he going to hit it? He doesn't manage to get it in. Cuss goes for the block against Shown's shot and pulls it off, and now Cone, an unfortunate hit there, goes for a little bit of a cheeky play off the ramp, isn't able to hit it, and luckily Orange has avoided forfeiting the first goal, but how unlucky that that shot did not go in for Sphinx. Sphinx. It hit right on the inner crossbar and bounced away. Shonex, seeing that, you know, he really wants to get this first ball on the board, tries to outplay Cone, isn't able to do it. Now Sphinx on the wall, gets control, bounces it over into mid. Shonex, though low boost, isn't quite able to turn around for it. Cone, actually, though, dribbling it in front of the net, allows Sphinx to take a shot, gets into the corner, doesn't quite manage to grab the boost while he's there, and Cone's going to take advantage of it, dribbles it over one, hits it over, and it's just a clear, clean shot. Out shot. I said shut instead of shot. We tried to recover it, didn't quite do it. But the main takeaway is that with 3 minutes left on the clock, we've got a 1-0 lead in the game for Halo, looking to rip it right back from Wet. Are they going to be able to seal up a second goal here? Or is Wet going to take it away? And actually, Cone going for a little bit of an aggro play. It does go towards his side of the field, but it isn't quite able to bounce far enough forward. They are going to be able to recover on defense, I say, as Cuss gets a nice little 50 there against Shone, forcing it into the corner. Sphinx in a 1v1, but Shone now back to help him out. 42 boost, bounces up for it. Cone actually, though, bounces it. That's a nice shot. I thought it was in for a second. It was right off the crossbar. Cuss not quite able to connect. Sphinx trying to take control of this and does get it far into the blue end. Shonex on the wall. Hits it over mid. That's a shot on net. No, it's not. It's off to the left. It's going to bounce over into the corner, and it's going to bounce right back to Shone. Goes for the shot. Cone going to win it out with boost. Gets it back into the corner to Sphinx, and it's going to bounce straight towards the goal, but Cuss to clear it away again. Gets it up onto the wall. Sphinx bouncing it down mid. Isn't quite able to get himself on it with his low boost, but Shone X is trying to keep this into the blue half. Really does not want to open themselves up to a 2-0 deficit. Cone almost gets blocked out there by Shone and doesn't quite get the boost to follow this deep into the orange field. It is blocked by Sphinx, but a nice follow through on Just Cuz. It's going to be up into the corner. It's a potential boost into the ball, and Cone isn't able to get it on net. A nice shot from Shone is going to force it over into the corner. Sphinx has to fight it out over there, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead for Halo with a minute 50 on the clock. Nice dribble play there from him. Gets it down off the wall, uses Sphinx's unfortunate touch just to do a soft little lob over the last player, and that's going to be a 2-0 lead. Minute 45 left on the clock. Halo looking to get straight back into this series. They're warmed up. Their saves have been on point the entire series so far, and now they're just looking to take advantage of these overcommitments on the orange side. Yet again, Cuss hitting a very nice shot over one of them. It centers it straight up for Cone, but he isn't able to get the double touch. It bounces off the crossbar, goes over to his teammate. That's a ball straight off the top crossbar. Isn't able to get it in yet, but the orange side with low boost, they're just hanging towards the goal, and almost double touch goes in there for Cone, but Cuss gonna turn around in mid, allows Sphinx to take this ball over to his teammate, almost a double commit on defense, but it is going to go straight back into Cone's side. Just Cuz takes a shot in an open net and seals it up. He's not missing those, and it's a 3-0 lead with a minute 6. Still very doable here for the Wet side, but they absolutely need this kickoff goal. And here we go again. Just Cuz and Sphinx, I said they were the dedicated ball boys. They're making it come true again. Cone gets a nice save onto a beautiful follow-up shot from Shone. Wasn't quite fast enough to get it on, but he's going to be fast enough to clear this off of his own goal. But it's back over to Cuss. He tries to hit it in. Sphinx reads the slow shot and is able to get there. Now we've got Shonex trying to steal this ball away again. He does. Second save for him in these last 10 seconds. Sphinx has to try to get this over towards the net. He bounces it mid. Cone's going to take possession, though, and this is a counter offense. Too fast for the blue side. They're getting it over towards the orange net. Shone takes control. Sphinx is with him. It's actually going to be boomed over towards the net by Cone. He almost air dribbles it in, but he saves it away. Sphinx not able to follow it up, and Shone not able to get the ball on net. And with 20 seconds left and a 3-0 lead, the end of that offense is basically going to seal it for Wet, and it is going to be Halo's first win of the series, tying it up 1-1. And you gotta say, these players definitely warmed up since their first game. I mean, especially I was gonna say especially Cuss, but you look at it here and Cone's the one with 7 shots. Cuss has been in the background saving shot after shot and allows Cone to just go up there and take whatever shots he wants. So it's gonna be a tied game at 1-1, and we will be loading in to game 3 here in a second. Hope everybody has been enjoying the match so far. I'm Assassin out here, going it to be cheering on Wet, it seems like. I don't really know if forehead is supposed to be a compliment or an insult to them. But regardless, he's telling me they got 4 heads, and we're going to see if they can turn them into 5 heads, as we've got a 1-1 score in the series. 2 games needed for either team to take this. Whoever wins this will be sitting within spitting distance of the win. Cuss gonna contest Shone over on the wall, isn't gonna allow a shot to go through, and Cone gonna deny any follow through by Sphinx. Bounces it over mid with low boost, trying to just get it back to Cuss, and Cuss gonna read it but isn't able to get it on net. And now Cone gets it off the wall over into the corner again. Sphinx already backing to the goal to deny any shots, but he isn't able to do it. Cone dribbles that ball straight off the wall, gets it over in front of Sphinx here, and then a nice little adjustment just to bounce it straight in front of him, and he's not able to save it away. So this time it only takes 20 seconds for the Halo boys to take their first goal. 4 minutes 40 on the clock. Shone trying to immediately take this back, gets it past Cone, isn't quite able to get it on net, doesn't know what he can quite do here, and Sphinx isn't able to get it on net either. It bounces mid. Cuss gets this ball over into the corner. Cone gonna take control, bounces it over into the cross wall, but it doesn't quite get out. Shone clears it over mid. Cuss trying to turn and contest Shone, and with 0 boost, he's gonna do it. Bounces Cone though, and that's gonna be Cuss taking full possession away from Sphinx, bouncing it into the corner. Sphinx trying to follow this up, and Cone with the miss is going to hit a bump onto Shone. And if you're going to miss a ball, what a beautiful way to do it, as he bumps the aggressor clear away and opens up the net for his teammate. Cuss isn't quite able to hit the dribble play into the net. Sphinx gonna take this ball into the corner, bounces it past one. Cone trying just to block any potential misdeeds here, and he does. It gets it to Cuss on the wall. It's gonna be a back pass. They're trying to dribble this up between the two of them. They get it to Shone. He's able to get it onto the wall. Now Cuss is going to think better about going for that ball. Turns back into the corner. Cone now in a 1v2 gets demoed, but the ball doesn't go on, and Sphinx has to try to contest Cuss, and Cuss just isn't able to get it away. Hits it into his own net, unfortunately, and what a great demo play. Sphinx almost sinks that ball straight in, and Cuss, pressure might be getting to him, might just not have had the boost, but gets it into his own, and that'll be 1-1 yet again. The Wet Boys are back into this. Cone goes with Shone this time, but it's going to be Cuss showing why he prefers to go for the ball as he hits it in front of the orange net. Cone doesn't quite read that adjustment from his teammate. Now Sphinx has it on the offense. Oh, a nice block from Cuss is going to hit it over into the right corner. Shone trying to read his opposition here from Cone. Isn't able to do it just yet. Gets it onto the wall. Cuss going to try to follow this up, and it's actually a double commit on offense, but it works out in their favor. The fake comes through. Cuss gets it straight into the net. A beautiful play there. And what was a little bit of a double commit actually turns out being a beautiful fake play, as Cone is open up just to pass this straight over to his teammates' wheels. I'm just going to take a quick drink as this kickoff happens. Shone versus Cone this time, yet again, and Cuss blocks it again off the backboard, gets it over in front of the net. Cone not quite able to get it on net. Shone blocking him away from the shot he wanted. Cuss bounces it off the corner again over into Shone, bounces it over mid, has Sphinx to outplay, doesn't quite do it, but Shone bouncing it back towards his own net. This is dangerous. Cuss hits it straight in. And just an unfortunate attempt at a clear there from Shone is going to open it up for a 3-1 lead. So, Halo going to go up 3. 2 Wets, 1. 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. Are they going to be able to bring it back here in regulation? Do they need to try to force overtime? We don't know quite yet. Shone not quite getting it off the kickoff. Going to open up another pass play from Cone. Sphinx going to be able to read it, get it into the corner against Cuss. Ooh, Cuss bouncing it out mid. Shone going to take possession of it, giving it straight back over to Cone. Going to get it into the orange half. Goes to try to fall it on the wall, not able to land it, and Shone going to clear it away. Cuss takes possession, trying to keep this offense alive. Does get it onto the wall, but after Cone's beautiful lob over off the backboard, it's going to be another offensive attack. Sphinx reads it, blocks the shot. Now Cone trying to turn around, keep this in the orange half, and with Sphinx with low boost, it's getting quite out of hand as it bounces over to Shone, gets up onto the wall. Cone trying to contest him, isn't able to do it, ends up backboarding the shot for Sphinx, and now with Cuss missing the ball, it's going to be an open net for Shone, but he isn't able to do it. Sphinx goes up, Cone blocks him. Minute 30 left, 2 goals to go for the orange side to tie this back up, and it's going to be an open net for Cone. 2 guys in it, but nobody able to save it. Cone, minute 23 left on the clock, and gets the 4th goal here for the Halo side. He saw that both players a little bit doubled up in the goal there, tries to just make his shot work, and the pandemonium works out for him. 4-1, minute 23, Shone going for the kickoff. It's going to be Sphinx to follow it up fast. Does get it in front of the net, and a nice little shot from him. Let's take a look at that again. What a shot. Gets it over, takes it up on to the back left of his car, and a nice little fake on the miss. He fakes the miss, hits it straight over into the left, just in the crossbar. And if you're going to get back into it, what a way to start. It's going to be Sphinx going for the kickoff, doesn't quite get anywhere with it. Shone does end up taking possession, does a deep lobbing ground shot, and it does end up in Cone's possession. Sphinx in the 1v1 wins it out. That actually might be a shot. It isn't, but it's centered up in front of the net. And just like that, within 20 seconds, the wet side is within spitting distance of securing overtime. They've got a minute left on the clock and a couple unfortunate kickoffs going to open this straight up within striking distance. We might have written them out. Let's see how this kickoff goes. Cone and Shone going yet again. Sphinx is already up on it. Cone with a block, but not able to clear it away. Now Cuss tries to take possession, but a nice shot from Shone. And just like that, we're tied back up. The Wet Boys are moist, and they are feeling it this game. They have hit it shot after shot for the past 20 seconds to tie it back up. And now that 4-1 lead, it's gone. 4-4. And Halo is going to need another goal to get back into this. The kickoff going their way, but Sphinx going to take early possession, quickly turns it into the Orange's favor, and it's not bouncing in. It bounces over the goal, isn't quite going to go in. Sphinx was hoping he'd get lucky with the crossbar there, doesn't. It's going to go to Cuss in a 1v1 here against Sphinx, bounces it over mid, out over to Cone, and Cone goes straight under it. It's bouncing over to the blue half now. This is dangerous for Halo. It's going to go over to Cone in the corner, looking just to clear this away. Does get it past Shone, who isn't quite able to adjust himself in time, and Sphinx barely saving that ball, but he does. It's in the corner. Sphinx to take control of it here on the ground, doesn't quite get the read, and Cuss gonna punish him for it, gets it over in front of the net, lobs it straight in. And what a way to seal up their 5th goal. 14 seconds left. We know that Wet can hit these kickoffs, but let's just appreciate that angle. Nice little adjustment there from Cuss to get that ball into the net. 5-4, Wet. 14 seconds to secure overtime again. Sphinx up for it. It's stopped for Shone, but he misses. It's over to Cuss now, and now Cone with a shot into the corner. It bounces back over to Shone. Hits it into the corner. It needs to be a boom, and he isn't able to do it. That will be it. 5-4, and the Wet Boys brought it back almost, but a beautiful shot from Cuss is going to seal up game 2 as Halo goes up 2-1 in the series. Quite an exciting game there. A lot of nice shots coming out in the last minute. Bit of a slow game for a while. Halo just getting in about 1 a minute, and then what do we have? 6 goals in under a minute? 5, sorry. Impressive stuff. So, we will be going into what could potentially be the last game of the match. Halo versus Wet. 2-1. Wet needs to win one to keep themselves in it. They'll need to win back-to-back games to take the series. And Halo having to only win one. If they take it, it is over 3-1. Let's see what happens. Cone and Shone going for it yet again. Sphinx gets it over Cuss, and now trying to just take this first early goal. Gets it a little bit too high. Shone has to wait. Isn't able to do it before Cone gets back, and Cuss now takes the control off that clear. Gets it over in front of the goal. Shone with low boost trying to pressure him, and he does. Sphinx starting to take this upfield. Gets it. Tries to dribble it over one. Cone just barely gets his car against that ball and gets it away. Over to Cuss, who isn't quite able to clear it out. The offense is still alive. 5, but Cone not allowing Shone to take another shot here. Sphinx, nice little adjustment to get it off the backboard, but Cone, a booming clear. This is going to bounce over in front of the goal. He's got full boost. Shone going to pass it back to him. Now he's going to hit it off the wall to his teammate. Cuss trying just to recenter this for him, and it's a game of passes. What could have potentially been a shot is going to be blocked there by his teammate. Cuss has to save this. He does. Gets it off the wall. Back into mid. Gets the boost for his trouble, and now he could do this all by himself. Tries to stop it and get it off the wall past one. Cone, though, with a demo, could get this goal. Isn't able to do it. Sphinx, clears it away over into mid. Cuss takes control. Cone actually getting a wheel on it, forcing it over into mid. Shone with a shot. Does get it over past two. It has to be a save, and it's not. Shone, beautiful awareness there to catch that ball off. An unfortunate touch there from Cone, and to seal up the first goal of the game. 1-0 favoring Wet, and that's what they need if they want their way back into this series. 3 minutes 40. Let's see what happens. Sphinx versus Cuss. Goes over into the orange side early. A potential for a blue goal. Cuss now taking possession. It's a 1v1 against Sphinx. Bounces it back to his teammate. It's a 2v1. And just like that, Cone going to immediately evaporate Wet's lead. 1-1. Cuss, nice play just to bounce it past Shone. Sneak it past here, and actually gonna be Shone forcing Sphinx off the ball a bit and forcing that goal in. 3 minutes 30, a tied game. Halo needs a goal to win the series. Wet needs a goal to tie it up 2-2. And it's going to be Wet's goal straight away again. What is with these teams and kickoffs? It is either one side dominating or one side being dominated, as Shone gets his second of the match and makes it 2-1 again. 3 minutes 30. Who will the kickoff favor this time? Let's find out, as it's Cone versus Shone. Mid, Sphinx versus Cuss against it, and Sphinx gets the shot quite off net. It's straight into the crossbar. We thought that was going in, and now Shone gets this ball over, doesn't quite get it on net. Cuss not able to react in time. It's into the blue corner. Sphinx trying to make this a 3-1 game. Cuss not able to clear it away, but Cone is going to make it back in time. It's going to go up the wall to Cone. Sphinx lobbing it out over the net. Shone, oh, a little bit too fast, doesn't quite read it into the corner. Now Cuss re-aggressing 1v1 against Sphinx, bouncing back over towards the blue side. Cone gonna take possession, hits it straight past Sphinx into the corner. Cuss already there taking the boost. Cuss gonna be able to turn for this, but a little bit of a bump on Sphinx slows him down just enough that he has to take it now. Oh, tries to fake out Sphinx, but Sphinx with the steal. Gets it over into the corner. 2 minutes 30. Sphinx taking control with Shone. Shone gets it past one into the corner. Cuz gonna boom it up the field, looking for the bump on Sphinx, and Sphinx takes off just in time. And I want to look at this in the replay again real quick. You can see here Sphinx setting up Cone, very clearly going for the bump, but isn't able to do it. Probably a second too slow. And Wet's gonna seal up a 3-1 game so far. 2 minutes 20 left on the clock for Halo to try to get themselves back into this. They need 2 to force overtime, 3 to win it. 2 minutes 18. Shone not quite getting the ball off the corner there, but Cone also not able to get it centered up, but a missed save from Sphinx gonna allow Just Cuss to come right in and seal up their second goal of the match. A nice little bump there also onto Shone as Cone was on his way out there. So 2-3, 2 minutes left, and all of a sudden, the lead has shrank. It's going to be 1 goal to get overtime enabled here for Halo, and Cuss gonna shut down a shot immediately. This is an open goal, and that's it. Oh no! That should have been it, but Cone misadjusts the ball, and I think it was just the confusion of having both players going for it. But Halo, if they lose this match now, they are going to be kicking themselves because they had a chance to secure overtime for themselves there. Sphinx not going for it, allows Shonex to go for it. Shonex getting it over in front of the net. Gonna have Sphinx going for the shot. Gets it off the backboard. Is Shonex gonna be able to lob it on net? Isn't quite able to do it. Cone gonna take possession. Gets it over into mid, up onto the wall with himself, trying to back it down to his teammate, but doesn't quite manage to land the jump. And now Sphinx gonna retake control, tries to get that shot on net, but a nice shot from Just Cuz allows it to go into the corner instead. It's gonna be Cuz taking control, bouncing it up onto the wall. Shonex not quite able to turn in time. Cone getting it into this orange corner now. Shone trying to get back in time, and that is a huge mistake for Wet. Shone really should have just allowed his teammate to push up here, try to clear that ball out himself. He's already in the goal, has a wide open clear on it. But Shone goes for the clear himself, misses it. Sphinx thinks that Shone's about to hit it and doesn't commit, and that's going to be 3-3. Nice awareness from Just Cuz to seal that up. And now Cone trying to force this into a win in regulation. We've got 54 seconds, and just like that, we've got a 4-3 lead. What is it with games being 3-1 and going 4-3? If this is anything like the past, though, we'll see Wet tying it right back up here. They've got 50 seconds to do it to keep themselves alive. A shot at a flawless season is what awaits them if they can win this. It's going to bounce up the wall to Cone. Kills it over into the orange half. Does have boost to make a play out of this, but not much. It's 20, gets up to full, gets it back to Cuss, and that's going to seal it. It's going to be 5-3 for Cone. 40 seconds. And we are going to need to see some more phenomenal kickoff plays, a little bit of luck, and definitely a few definitely there were a few too many double commits there, as the double commit does end up sealing that 5th goal. It's on the blue side though. Sphinx up the wall, trying to get this shot over towards net, lobs it over to the top left, isn't able to get it in. Cuss with a beautiful save into the corner. Now, gonna be a lob back over to Cuss in a 1v1 against Sphinx. Sphinx gonna force it to be bounced right in front of the goal. Doesn't hit the save, but Cone doesn't hit, or Just Cuz does. I don't know who went for that shot, I'm sorry. But they don't hit the shot. Now Sphinx goes up onto the wall with it, trying to get this into the end, but 10 seconds left. That's gonna be it. Wet is not able to take this match against Halo, and it will be 5-3 as the final score.